basically what happened in our cultures is first you said who is a alim and who's not, who's a sheikh and who's not. Then, well, the sheikh from this, the one who learned from this sheikh and this sheikh and this sheikh, now that's a sheikh. But who learned from this one and this one, that's just a milkshake. That's not a sheikh, right? So that's just, so there's different levels of sheikhdom, right? And then they have, they're taking each other down. They're doing shakedowns.
I'll ask two questions in one. What is the difference between an Ustadh and a Sheikh? And what is the difference between tadabbur and tafsir?
So what's the difference between an Ustadh and a Sheikh? An Ustadh is simply the Arabic word for a teacher. In modern standard Arabic, in Al-Arabiya al-Mu'asira, it's used for a professor in college also. I started getting called Ustadh when I first got a job at NASA Community College teaching Arabic. And my students called me Ustadh, and my colleagues that were teaching Spanish or German or professor or whatever else, So that's how I got the term Ustadh getting used for. I don't have a title. This is a thing. And for you guys, I'm not Ustadh anyway, because you're not technically, you're kind of sort of students, but not really, because you don't have a notebook. And I'm not, you do. Okay, that's great. So for most of you, you're an audience. You're not students. You're actually an audience, right? So so the term just became kind of formalized over time, but I don't really ascribe to it myself. I'm just Nouman. I'm certainly not a sheikh. Sheikh in classical Arabic means old man, which I'm becoming more of a sheikh every year in that sense. But sheikh also means someone who has social clout. So, the two women that Musa alayhi salam was trying to help by the waters of Madian, when they saw a strange man coming offering them help, they said, "La nasqi hatta yusqi ar-ri'a wa abuna shaykhun kabir." Right? We don't feed our animals. We don't give our animals water until the entire flock of men is done feeding their animals. And by the way, our dad is a big sheikh, shaykhun kabir, which is two meanings. One meaning is he's an old man. That's why we have to do this. And the other meaning is, watch out, our dad's a big deal. It's like they're kind of telling him back off because our dad's a big deal, right? So they had that duality of meaning. Now in Muslim culture, we developed a lot of this terminology over the centuries. Islam didn't come with the term sheikh. There was no sheikh among the Sahaba. You understand? So these are later sociological developments that made it easy for us to understand the word imam, the word, sheikh, the word alim. These terms are sociological in nature. And because the more the religion spread, the more we created formalities in our cultures. And so we said, you have to be a alim to be able to speak about Islam. Right? So, but if you went to first century Abyssinia, and there were hundreds of Muslims, nobody was saying that. And nobody even knew what that meant. And in fact, the word alim in the Quran, the word alim refers to someone who knows that there's only one God. Right? So that's actually alim. الَّذِينَ يَعْلَمُونَ كَالَّذِينَ لَا يَعْلَمُونَ لَا يَسْتَوُونَ is actually referring to people who know there's one God and people who don't know that. Can they be equal? Or فَعْلَمْ أَنَّهُ لَا إِلَهَ إِلَّا اللَّهِ. You should know that Allah is one, that no one should be worshipped and obeyed except Him. So these terms, yes, they do have value in our civilization, Muslim civilization, but they have also been abused. They have also been overly magnified. They've been turned into some kind of an official designation that takes away from the original beauty of the term. Our religion was a religion of investigation, of inquiry, and basically what happened in our cultures is first you said who is a alim and who's not, who's a sheikh and who's not. Then, well, the sheikh from this, the one who learned from this sheikh and this sheikh and this sheikh, now that's a sheikh. But who learned from this one and this one, that's just a milkshake. That's not a sheikh, right? So that's just, so there's different levels of sheikhdom, right? And then they have, they're taking each other down. They're doing shakedowns. Anyway, so my dad jokes will go on forever. But anyway, so but the point is, then people become associated with certain kinds of clergy. Oh, well, what's your aqidah? Where did you get your ijazah from? And I adore the ijazah system. I have tremendous regard for the system. But when it starts getting used for, intra-religious polemics and people just dismissing each other for it, then you're loyal to your group or the sheikh, but you're not loyal to the knowledge, right? Our loyalty is supposed to remain to the truth. And sometimes whoever I ascribe to, I learn from, may have a lot of truth that I learned from them, but some things I just don't find convincing. That doesn't mean I'm abandoning my sheikh, but I can disagree with him on some things, right? And to this day, I do that. There are people I learn from so much, and the few things I disagree with them, I disagree with so much passion. But it takes nothing away from my relationship with them. Okay? So yeah, that's the... So to answer briefly, I'm not a sheikh. I hope you guys enjoyed that video clip. My team and I have been working tirelessly to try to create as many resources for Muslims to give them first steps in understanding the Quran all the way to the point where they can have a deep, profound understanding of the Quran. We are students of the Quran ourselves, and we want you to be students of the Quran alongside us. Join us for this journey on BayyinahTV.com, where thousands of hours of work have already been put in. And don't be intimidated, it's step by step by step, so you can make learning the Quran a part of your lifestyle. There's lots of stuff available on YouTube, but it's all over the place. If you want an organized approach to studying the Quran beginning to end for yourself, your kids, your family, and even among peers, that would be the way to go. Sign up for BayyinahTV.com.